What if you could lose weight and fat and keep it off? What if you could have all the energy you want all the time? What if you could concentrate and focus like you could when you were younger? Well, I'm going to show you how. I'm going to share with you a step-by-step plan that has been working amazingly well for me over the past few months. Now, I'm not a doctor, so as my disclaimer, please see your doctor if you have any concerns about beginning a weight loss program and joining this journey with me. With that disclaimer out of the way, let's get started. My name is Paul Tolman, and I'm going to share with you just a quick bit of my story before we get to the steps. Stick around though, because I'm going to be sharing with you one of my favorite recipes toward the end. It's a super fun, easy, and amazing recipe. All right, let's get started. Before I tell you my story, I just want to ask a question. How many diets and detox plans have you tried? And how awesome did you feel when you've lost 10, 15, 20, maybe even 25 pounds? And then how discouraged and how depressing is it when you realize you've put it all back on plus an extra bonus of maybe an extra 5 pounds? Confession time, I've tried every diet, I think. Starting with the cabbage soup diet, the Sacred Heart diet, the Daniel plan, the 10-day detox. I bought Tim Ferriss's 4-Hour Body. All of these diets were amazing and they all worked. I lost 20 to 25 pounds in 3 to 4 weeks. I felt amazing and triumphant, and then depressed. And then I gave up. Years went by and I was the fattest and heaviest I have ever been, and it was time to go back to the Big and Tall store to buy even bigger clothes. It's called the Big and Tall store, but I'm not very tall. Before going out to buy all new clothes, I decided to give this one more try. Let's turn the clock back. When I met my wife, I was pretty athletic. We met at the gym. I worked at a health club. I was in great shape. Then we got married. I think marriage automatically added an extra 20 pounds. I stopped being active and I got an office job, sitting in a cubicle, working behind a computer. That added another 20 pounds. Then over time, lack of activity, eating terrible food, I gained even more. The number on the scale absolutely horrified me and I refused to get on the scale. That's when the diets started. You know how they are. You get on one, it's exciting, you have some success, and then for whatever reason you stop the diet. I know I do. I want to talk about one specifically, and I'll be linking these things down in the description, so if you want to check out these diets, because they really are amazing, you can get right to it on Amazon. I mentioned the 10-day detox, the Daniel plan, and I'm going to talk a bit about the 4-Hour Body by Tim Ferriss. I was kind of excited about that one when I saw it because I had read his 4-Hour Work Week and it was kind of fun and exciting, and I'm into making money and adventuring and finding better ways to make money. So I had read the 4-Hour Work Week, I saw the 4-Hour Body and decided to pick it up. It was fairly daunting. I mean, the book weighs about 12 pounds and it's almost 600 pages long. I really love the introduction though. Right in the introduction, and the very first thing he says is, I know you're not going to read this whole thing. So what I want you to do is pick the 150 pages that you're going to read. So it was kind of exciting and it became an adventure and it was fun and exceptional. I learned a lot. He's got a lot of science and whatnot in there. The 4-Hour Body. One thing I want you to be aware of, the whole reason I bring this up though, is he advocates having a cheat day. Whenever you're on a diet, he advocates this. He says your body needs the carbs and the fat and everything that you're going to do on your cheat day, where you can have whatever you want, as much as you want, even in excess. He wants you to go out and have everything until you're sick. I disagree with this, and I will talk about why in just a second. The main reason I disagree with having a cheat day is, at least for me, one cheat day turns into two because, you know, you have your cheat day on the weekend, and the weekend's Saturday and Sunday for most people, and your friends come over and you decide to have a second cheat day. And then you go to work and somebody brought in donuts, or your boss bought pizza for the office, and it turns into another cheat day. And then another one, and pretty soon you're on cheat life. A cheat day becomes a cheat week, it becomes you give up. So then before you know it, all the weight is put back on. So as much as I really like the plan, my opinion, you got to do the plan without the cheating. My opinion, the cheat day torpedoed the whole thing. Now, I want to get that book again because the 150 pages I decided to read was really all about weight loss. Now, I'm going to read the title to you because it's too long to remember, at least for me. The title is The 4-Hour Body, An Uncommon Guide to Rapid Fat Loss, Incredible Sex, and Becoming Superhuman. Wow, I missed out on the incredible sex and becoming a superhuman part, so I need to pull that book back out and read another 150 pages. Anyway, it's a pretty cool book, and he's fun and funny and great writing style. All right, I want to touch on the 10-day detox. I think we all need a detox. We get so many poisons in our system just from the way we live and all of the terrible things in our atmospheres. If you live in a metroplex like I do, there's so much in the atmosphere. We eat terrible food. Who knows what's in the water? I was excited about the 10-day detox because I feel like my body's probably full of toxins and poisons. Now, the 10-day detox, if you're going to do that one, I just want to warn you, the first few days are awful. Do not leave the vicinity of a toilet. I mean, unless you enjoy diarrhea, but I felt great after the 10-day detox. I was detoxified and I had lost weight, and then I put it all back on. So again, with the cheating, it's difficult to maintain any of these diets. And this is a big reason why diets don't work. They're not sustainable. Then I tried the Daniel plan. I was kind of excited about the Daniel plan, and it became a challenge and it became a game. And it was kind of exciting to try another game and see if I could lose more weight. Well, it worked until it didn't. I mean, each one works for as long as you follow it, right? But diets just don't work long term. They're not sustainable. Why is that? Well, one reason is you get bored, I guess. I mean, I don't know. For whatever reason, you can't sustain them long term. And most of these plans don't have a provision or a plan for what to do long term. Once you lose the weight that you want to lose, how do you maintain that? What do you do once you've lost the food? You just go back to eating the way you used to eat? Bad idea. So they don't seem to have really a plan for that. So we try every new little thing that comes along to see if we can lose weight and fit in our clothes better. And anyway, I gave up. I was super discouraged. I just figured I was going to be fat and ugly and unattractive the rest of my life. Well, several years went by, and my wife decided she wanted us to join a plan. So I agreed. Her doctor recommended a plan called Profile by Sanford. It's at profileplan.com. My doctor recommended one called Ideal Protein. They're both kind of similar. They're ketogenic-based diet plans. They have 3 or 4 phases. The Profile plan has 3 phases. They call it Reboot, Reduce, Adapt, and Sustain. I think I got that right. I don't remember the names of the Ideal Protein plan, but they're similar. You lose weight, you understand how food works with your body, then you adapt back into more or less regular eating, and then you maintain it. They have a plan for maintaining your weight loss. So that is super exciting for me. Another thing that's very powerful about those 2 plans, and there's another one that I've heard on the radio a lot called the SOTA plan, State of the Art Weight Loss, that gets advertised on ESPN radio all the time. I looked into that one, didn't join it yet, but it looks really good. But one thing I love about these 3 And I'm sure there are other ones. You see Jenny Craig and Weight Watchers, and I don't know, there's an endless number of these plans that you can join. But one thing I really like about them is the investment. You put some money into it, and then you've got skin in the game, right? All right, let's pause there for a second. I wasn't going to talk about that yet. A diet, to me, implies a temporary eating plan. That once I reach my goal, I don't have to do it anymore. I can go back to pizza and ice cream and soda and bread. But a plan like Profile or Ideal Protein or the soda plan is a change in lifestyle. And that's really what it's going to take. All right, let's get down to some steps. So I've incorporated a number of things from all of these different plans and diets and detoxes. I've combined them all into kind of a mishmash with intermittent fasting, and I've had, for me, amazing results. All right, here's my plan, step by step. Step 1, determine why you're going to do this. Put some real color on it. Define this thing very clearly about why you want to lose weight and lose fat, okay? Define that. Figure out, for step 2, figure out what you're willing and not willing to give up. And analyze those things and realize those things that are going to be really hard for you to give up are probably the things that you're addicted to and probably the things that cause you to gain weight when you finish up on a diet. Put it all back on, all right? Consider those things carefully. Step 3, super important for me, is to have skin in the game. Make an investment. Have something at risk that you could lose if you don't make it to your goal, all right? Have some skin in the game. Number 4, set a SMART goal. Again, that's specific. Put some color on it, right? Make this very specific. Make it measurable. Make it actionable. Make it realistic. You have to believe that you can make this goal and set a time limit. Make it a timely goal. If you don't have a time limit on it, like I said before, you just won't get it done. Ah, my camera's falling. All right. Number 5, get an accountability partner. Get somebody that's going to hold you accountable. Money worked really well for me. All right. If I missed my goal, I had to come up with $10 for each pound that I missed my goal. And you could either put it in the pot or give it to your accountability partner for them to enjoy. I think that's actually better. All right. Get an accountability partner that's going to hold you accountable. And, you know, shame is a really powerful tool for me also. I don't want to disappoint my accountability partner. Disappoint myself, I'm used to that. Disappoint my accountability partner, I don't want that. I don't want the shame, all right? Step 6, no cheat days, all right? Did we make this clear enough? No cheat days. 7, this is rehab. This is recovering from an addiction. This is much, much more than just losing weight and losing fat. If we don't treat this addiction, it will all come right back. You'll have a cheat day, which is not allowed. You'll have a cheat week, and it'll all be back. This is rehab for an addiction. Understand that, deal with it, get it into your system that we are dealing with rehab here, okay? 8, positive state of mind. Chase away the negativity with a mantra. Create a mantra and repeat it as many times in the day as you can possibly do it. First thing in the morning, last thing at night. Anytime you feel negativity coming on, flip the switch, turn on the light, say your mantra. Number 9, activity. Add activity to your life and keep track of it. 10, sleep. Keep track of your sleep, the quality, how much sleep are you getting? Let's fix that. 11, manage your stress. Again, flip the switch, let's manage stress. Step 12, track everything. Track your progress, track the food intake, track your activity, track your stress level, track your sleep, track your energy level. And the last thing is intermittent fasting. Tie it all together, put a bow on it, try it with intermittent fasting. You'll be amazed at the results. And remember to look below in the description for the items that I mentioned during the video. Wow, this video turned out to be a lot longer than I had planned. Anyway, I hope you get some benefit out of this. Thanks for watching. All right, I'm going to share one of my favorite recipes with you all. This recipe is super easy and it is delicious. I love it. Buffalo cauliflower wings, an alternative to chicken wings. It is delicious and cruciferous. And did I mention easy? All right. These buffalo cauliflower wings are ridiculous. Blue cheese and guacamole go great with a ketogenic diet plan, but you can also use ranch, or pretty much any dipping sauce you like, or just eat them just like they are. Well, why would you make buffalo cauliflower wings? Well, cauliflower is a great source of vitamin C, antioxidants, and fiber. I think I understand vitamin C and fiber, but oxidation is rust, right? I mean, why do we need antioxidants? So we don't rust, I guess. Anyway, I don't understand that, but maybe we'll do a different video on antioxidants. All right, cauliflower and the other cruciferous vegetables are known to reduce estrogen, which is great for men's health. Now, I've tried this recipe with other cruciferous vegetables to great effect. Buffalo Brussels sprouts? Yes. Now, if you need more fat in your keto day, try adding crumbled bacon to the recipe. Now, crumbled bacon goes good with everything, right? So even if you don't need extra fat in your day, you could use some bacon. All right, well, here's what you need. Again, it's not a huge list here. Cauliflower florets. Now, I think you can buy cauliflower already chopped up into florets. You can buy them frozen. I like to just buy a cauliflower head and just break it apart with my fingers. You don't need to chop anything. You can if you want to, but I find that it's super easy to just break the cauliflower head into the florets for perfect bite-sized finger food. Then add some buffalo sauce. I like to use about a half a cup of Frank's per cup of cauliflower florets. You can use more or less. Half a cup of Frank's per cup of florets is kind of a lot. Sort of messy, but it's awesome. All right. The original recipe called for butter, about a tablespoon per cup of florets, but I've used olive oil. I really like coconut oil on them, and recently I've been using avocado oil. So try it with whatever you want. It does need some butter or some oil on it. You can also garnish with carrot sticks and celery sticks, just like you would with chicken wings. And of course, add some guacamole, blue cheese dressing, or ranch, or really whatever you want. Those are just the three that I've used. All right, here's some directions. Preheat your oven to 400. Toss the cauliflower florets into a bowl with the buffalo sauce and butter, or like I mentioned, avocado or coconut oil, or even olive oil, whatever you prefer. Spread the coated cauliflower florets kind of evenly. Give them a little bit of room around each other onto a parchment-lined baking sheet. I guess you can grease the baking sheet if you want to. I prefer the parchment-lined just because it makes cleanup so much easier. Bake on the center rack of the oven for 20 to 25 minutes. And enjoy. You might want to let them cool for a few minutes unless you like to burn your fingers. Make sure you have plenty of napkins, paper towels, wet naps, whatever, to keep keep your area clean. All right, and enjoy. Again, one of my favorite super easy recipes.